Desires make slaves out of kings, and patience makes kings out of slaves. Whoever says that all music is prohibited, let him also claim that the songs of birds are prohibited. If you see Allah, mighty and magnificent, holding back this world from you, frequently trying you with adversity and tribulation, know that you hold a great status with him. Know that he is dealing with you as he does with his aliyah, your and chosen elite, and is watching over you. Do not allow your heart to take pleasure with the praises of people, nor be saddened by their condemnation. To get what you love, you must first be patient with what you hate. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul, which sometimes helps me and sometimes opposes me. Dear friend, your heart is a polished mirror. You must wipe it, dean of the veil of dust that has gathered upon it, because it is destined to reflect the light of divine secrets. Remember, it is the heart and not the body which strives to draw near to God. By heart I do not mean the flesh perceived by the senses, but that secret thing which is sometimes expressed by spirit and sometimes by soul. Do not dispute with anyone in any matter as far as possible, for in argumentation lies much harm, and its evil is greater than its benefit. The hypocrite looks for faults, the believer looks for excuses. Whoever determines the truth from people alone will remain lost in the plains of bewilderment. Rather, know the truth, and you will know its people. You possess only whatever will not be lost in a shipwreck. People count with self-satisfaction the number of times they have recited the name of God on their prayer beads, but they keep no beads for reckoning the number of idle words they speak. To completely trust in Allah is to be like a child who knows deeply that even if he does not call for the mother is totally aware of his condition and is looking after him. The way to paradise is an uphill climb, whereas hell is downhill. Hence there is a struggle to get to paradise and not to hell. Knowledge exists potentially in the human soul like the seed. In the soul, by learning the potential becomes actual. Each of your breaths is a priceless jewel, since each of them is irreplaceable and once gone, can never be retrieved. A human being is not a human being. All his tendencies include self-indulgence, covetousness, temper, and attacking other people. The happiness of the drop is to die in the river. Does money upset the hearts of learned men? He answered. Men whose hearts are changed by money are not learned. If those who do not possess knowledge avoid the scholarly discussions, disagreement will end. No one who possesses snow would find any hardship in exchanging it for jewels and pearls. This world is like snow exposed to sun, which continues to melt until it disappears altogether, while the next life ice like a precious stone that never passes away. Whoever passes 40 without his virtue overpowering his vice, let them get ready for hellfire. This advice contains enough for people of knowledge. He who does not arrive at the intuition of these truths by means of ecstasy knows only the name of inspiration. He who buries his head deep into a nosebag full of food, cannot hope to see the invisible world. It is sometimes said that we drink our religion with our mother's milk. You must convince your heart that whatever Allah has decreed is most appropriate and most beneficial for you. If the world had two gods, it would surely go to ruin. This is the first premise. Now it is known that it has not gone to ruin. This is the second premise. From these premises the conclusion must of necessity follow, that is, the denial of two gods. Know, O beloved, that man was not created in jest or at random, but marvelously made and for some great end. Although he is not form everlasting, yet he lives forever, and though his body is mean and earthly, yet his spirit is lofty and divine. This visible world is a trace of that invisible one, and the former follows the latter like a shadow. A man of bad character punishes his own soul. Often love between two people intensifies not because of beauty or some advantage, but because of sheer spiritual affinity. The soul should take care of the body, just as the pilgrim on his way to Mecca takes care of his camel. But if the pilgrim spends his whole time in feeding and adorning his camel, the caravan will leave him behind and he will perish in the desert. Declare your jihad on 13 enemies you cannot see: egoism, arrogance, conceit, selfishness, greed, lust, intolerance, anger, lying, cheating, gossiping, and slandering. If you can master and destroy them, then will be ready to fight the enemy you can see. The mere physical man is like the ant crawling on the paper, who observes black lettering and attributes its production to the pen and nothing more. Love for God is the farthest reach of all stations, the sun of the highest degrees, and there is no station after that of love except its fruit and its consequences. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Goodbye.